This is Jamaica House Weekly. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Jamaica's Zika virus prevention and response plan was a top priority for the Office of the Prime Minister last week. Information Minister Senator Sandra Faulkner said the matter was being treated with a sense of national urgency. She told Wednesday's Jamaica House media briefing that Cabinet received an update on Jamaica's Zika-related activities
and has instructed that the Health Ministry and related agencies do what they must to reduce the impact of Zika on our people. We believe that the best way to address the Zika challenge is through prevention.
The Zika virus is spread by the Aedes aegypti mosquito, the same mosquito that transmits dengue and chikungunya. Persons are reminded to destroy mosquito breeding sites and prevent mosquito bites. There are no confirmed cases of the Zika virus in Jamaica.
I congratulate the Jamaica Stock Exchange on this signal achievement. This is undoubtedly one of the clearest signs that the Jamaican economy is improving.
Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller reacting to news that the Jamaica Stock Exchange JSE was the best performer in the world in 2015, growing by over 90%. She was addressing the JSE's 11th Annual Investments and Capital Markets Conference last Monday. Mrs. Simpson-Miller said her administration was focusing on investment-led growth through infrastructural development. She said the North-South Highway, which is on track for completion by March, was a major part of that thrust.
With this new highway, new opportunities for housing development, trade expansion, real estate and tourism investments will be opened up.
And the Prime Minister has also underscored government's commitment to boosting the business process outsourcing sector. She was speaking last Friday at the official opening of Sutherland Global Services' New Kingston office.
Currently, we have 8 of the BPO companies operating in Jamaica have 5-year expansion plans that could create almost 6,000 additional jobs.
Against this background, the Prime Minister said the Factories Corporation of Jamaica would be increasing operational space at the Barnett Tech Park in Montego Bay, the Montego Bay Free Zone and the Portmore Technology Park. She added that the government, through the Development Bank of Jamaica, was offering a special loan facility for those wishing to invest in the BPO sector. Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller created history last Friday by opening an all-weather synthetic track at Calabar High in St. Andrew, the first of its kind for a secondary institution in the Caribbean. The track was constructed by German manufacturer BSW Regopol at a cost of $66 million. It was funded by a number of stakeholders, including the Calabar Old Boys Association.
The government of Jamaica, through the Sports Development Foundation and the Tourism Enhancement Fund, contributed $30 million towards the purchase and installation of this new track.
The initiative forms part of the $250 million high school sport infrastructure improvement program. Meanwhile, Minister with responsibility for sport Natalie Nita Headley last Wednesday endorsed the second staging of Digicel's Grand Prix Athletics Championship, saying it supports the development of Jamaica's sporting industry.
Every dollar you invest is a dollar less we have to find from the national budget, and sometimes a dollar that we cannot find from the national budget to make these things possible.
The Digicel Grand Prix will run from February 6 to 20. High schools from across the island will compete in 7 events in 6 development meets. The event will culminate at the G.C. Foster College in St. Catherine, where a new IAAF certified track was installed.
Do not underestimate the importance of these development meets. They unearth the talent. They encourage competition and excellence. And they give the athletes goals at which to aim. They are the game changers.
The 36th National Leadership Prayer Breakfast was also a priority for Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller and her cabinet last week. The event was held under the theme, Righteousness Exalts the Nation.
And I'm sure that all of us who are gathered here today must be leaving here feeling truly blessed. And I am sure that if we continue to look to the Master, we will continue to reap rich rewards.
Also on the itinerary of the Prime Minister, she met with Jamaica's ambassador to Washington, Ralph Thomas, who had been in the position since last year. Ambassador Thomas will move to strengthen Jamaica US relations following his 2-year stint as the Jamaican ambassador to China. Head of the European delegation to Jamaica, Ambassador Paola Amadei, also paid a courtesy call on the Prime Minister. Trade talks with head of the World Trade Organization, His Excellency Roberto Azevedo, during his official visit to Jamaica, also helped to strengthen partnerships, address imbalances, and explore additional markets for Jamaica. Jamaica-Cuba relations were also deepened as the Prime Minister participated in a reception to commemorate the 57th anniversary of the triumph of the Cuban Revolution. And on a lighter note, there was a meet and greet session with representatives of the Jamaica Stock Exchange at Vale Royal, the official residence of the Prime Minister. And that's it for this week's edition of Jamaica House Weekly. Join us next week for the latest from the Office of the Prime Minister.